excited. I'm excited about the song. You're going to play a song in a bit. What's the song called you were going to play?
It's called Penny and Me. Penny and Me.
We have a contingent of fans in the corner of the screen.
There's a funny. It's. Some people think it's Penny in Me, which has some odd connotations.
Yes.
It's Penny and.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Glenn would love that because Glenn likes to stick coins up his ass.
In fact,
that sounds really painful.
Comment on that.
he was telling me about that during the break.
Yeah, I bet he was. I bet he does. That's what he does during the break.
It's a Canadian thing. In Canada, they do that.
Yeah. So now, you guys must have had some pretty wild experiences on the road. First of all, you're all brothers.
Yeah.
You know. So, and you're the youngest one, right?
Yeah.
Your hair used to be kind of. You're the drummer. You used to have the longer hair, right?
You know, midway down my back on the last record.
Yeah. I can't help but acknowledge and notice this, but you look a bit older.
You know, that does happen.
Yeah.
Over time.
Yeah, you look
get older.
Yeah, you all kind of look a little more consistently the same age because before it was very obvious who the youngest was. Now you're kind of evening out. It's kind of neat.
Actually,
now we go by more like, you know, the skinny one, the odd one, the slightly larger one.
Well, I'm the...
Well, now, what was it like being on the road with your brothers, though? I'm especially curious to know what you thought, because you're young, with your older brothers. You probably were experiencing a lot of things for the first time, perhaps, on the road.
With your brothers. Yeah. No,
That three-way with the dwarf last week.
that was
Three-way with the dwarf? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
There was a three-way with a dwarf.
Okay.
And there was an animal thing, which, gorillas.
Okay.
You know, it's really odd because, you know, and chimps and animals.
Yeah, but how old were you seriously, though, when
the first record came out when I was 11.
11. So you would be on tour all over the world, and you guys probably had to look after.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Zach.
you know, it was that thing where you know, you're showing up in Melbourne and there's 8,000 people in the airport.
Yeah.
Right. And you're walking out and you're like, "Where's Zach?
Yeah.
Where's everybody? Got to keep everybody together." Yeah. No, I mean, we had some crazy experiences. I'd walk out to the bus a couple of times. This happened where you're walking out of the venue and all the people are leaving after the show. You're walking over to the bus and you realize, wait a second, I don't have a key. Oh crap. You start running back towards the venue because there are thousands of people chasing after you. Security's running out.
It was crazy. It was one of those crazy, overwhelming things.
Even on the second record, we were in like Florida and they had a really short stage.
Yeah.
And you know, a couple people came on during the show, and by the end of the show, everyone figured out that they could make it onto the stage. So we left that stage. Right, you know, the whole audience.
But you were
was coming
11,
down.
though. That's crazy. Yeah. Like now, would your parents go on tour with you ever? Or?
They did on that first record.
They did.
Yeah.
They probably worried about you. And then, when they weren't there, were you kind of the pseudo father?
Well, I try and be you know, responsible big brother, but I think I'm actually the worst.
I think I'm the responsible big brother.
We used to say it's Father Zach.
I heard you had to sneak him into a club once or something.
Actually, that's what's really funny. Go ahead.
Well, no, the story was we were going to see Radiohead. They were doing a listening party at Sundance Film Festival, and they're really strict in Utah. They'd say, you know, they really
21 and under, you know, under 21, no way.
No coins in the ass in Utah.
Well, I don't know about that. They're probably suppressed.
Oh, yeah.
So we couldn't get in. They saw it. They said, okay, he's underage. They recognized him. I snuck in. Found my way. We were invited by the band, so we're like, hey, we're supposed to be here. We should be upstairs. I had to take a piss during the show, but I couldn't go downstairs because all the security guards were, you know, watching out for whatever. So I climbed out on the rooftop through a window and found a corner and like, okay, this is okay. And I realized that the hill, we were up in Utah, so the mountains, and I realized that the mountain, you could actually climb over a fence and get onto the rooftop through the window.
Yeah.
And so I've been talking to Colin from Radiohead, and I got them to stand by the window. And so I called Isaac on his phone. I said, Ike, come around. He climbs up the hill, onto the rooftop, through the window. By the end of the night, we were in the venue on a big Megatron talking to the guy who was running the party, talking about how it was great to be
Here's all the
here.
security guys laying up going, oh.
So you hauled little Zach through a window then?
It was
actually just
you toss
me on
him.
that particular show.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like climbing up the mountains.
I was partying in Oklahoma.
Right.
Yeah, he was with
Cow tipping.
So you got
the usual.
Your new record that you're putting out is kind of it's like an independent record, right? You're doing this on your own. Why is that?
Yeah, we decided that with this new record, we're going out on the road right now with acoustic stuff. So we have an acoustic EP, but the next record that's coming out in February also, this is all independent release, and we just decided, you know, there are a lot of changes in the music industry happening right now, and we want to be able to move and change with the times.
It's Yeah, it's really just exciting because we have a really amazing contingency of fans that are right at an age where they can, get to the internet and
There's
also,
three of them.
yeah, exactly. There's 3 of them.
Anyway, so
Are you guys going to be rollerblading in the video? I hope you guys do rollerblading in the video.
we thought about that.
Yeah.
We were like,
You're like going around, weaving and jumping up in the
yeah, exactly.
the
We
wall
thought
and
about that. We
Yeah,
were
but
like,
you have to be in the video doing that with us.
Lawn darts.
in a second.
I really want to bring lawn,
Lawn
darts
darts
back.
and lawn-
I'm
What do you-
lawn darting.
What do your parents think about everything that's happened to you guys? It must have been, because obviously they encouraged you to get into music, I guess, at an early age. And
well, our folks have just always been really cool and very supportive. I mean, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have been able to start at such a young age. But and since then they've just always been,
Obviously, they have to be for us to be doing this. They'd be supportive of what we do.
At this point, it's pretty inconsequential, but early on, yeah, they were very.
you still live with your parents, or
I do.
you do? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 17, so.
Right. But I heard you got a house next door to your parents.
I have my own house. It's just sort of
It's on the
same-
property.
same
What, you build a
property.
house on the property or something?
I just bought. You just bought a house.
Just bought a house on the property.
I just buy a house. It's just whenever I feel
That's
like.
pretty
It's
cool.
Like, hey,
he's like, I want a house.
I'm gonna buy a house over here. No, I like buying houses here.
That's cool. That's fun
You
to
know,
be able to do that,
I'm
I guess.
excited.
I think it's cool to be able to do that, It's a party house or something, I heard. Yeah, you go next door and you...
Is that heard?
Well, that's what I heard. Yeah, I heard it on the internet. Yeah, I read that somewhere. So you guys going to play a song? Look, what do you look at me like that?
Sure.
Don't hit me again, okay? Don't hit me with a clipboard or something like that. Okay, you guys going to play a song?
We are gonna play a
Okay,
song.
cool. I'm excited about it. Maybe with a clipboard or something.